Dime qué es lo que esperas. Dime qué quieres ver.
Hello gorgeous ones, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joseph. This channel is called The House of Joseph, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Lovely to see you again. Now then guys, in today's tutorial, this is just a very quick one. This is first impressions of the Revolution Blur Stick Bright Universal Face Primer, and this, I've just got this morning. This is a brand new product. It's still got the security seal on. Can you see that there? So if that sounds like something you guys want to find out more about, stick around. So beautiful ones, I've just taken the cellophane off, and this is the product. It feels really quite heavy, do you know what I mean? And I think this was something like £10, £8 possibly. I'll find out and I'll put it down here for you, and I'll link this into the description too. And this, as I said, it feels really, really heavy, really chunky. And I've walked past this 3 or 4 times in Superdrug, and I've always been quite tempted by it. Do you know what I mean? And up until today, I managed to resist that temptation and just walk past it. But today, I succumbed. You know, the devil on my shoulder kept tapping me, saying, "Go and buy that thing now, please, man." So I listened to that devil today, and I went and got this one. And I got 2 other bits and pieces as well. Shall I show you them now, or shall I? I got hang on, sorry. And I also got this one, which is the Revolution. This is called Blur Instant Line Eraser. And this is, again, it's another primer. It's more of a specific, more of a targeted sort of primer, you know, to fill in lines, to blur pores, and to basically make you look like a 6-year-old again. Do you know what I mean, guys? So that was that one. I can't remember how much it was, though, guys. Again, I'll have to find out and link it down here. The mine's a big blur at the minute. And finally, in this one, I'll be doing a blind review on either tomorrow or the next day, is the Revolution CC Cream. And this is the CC Cream Perfecting Foundation SPF 30 in shade F3. I don't know if you can see that or not. There, you can see that now, can't you, beautiful ones? And this is a dupe for Estee Lauder's Futurist makeup, and I'll show you him, shall I? I thought to start off with this was perhaps a dupe because it had the name CC in it. It was a dupe for Elf, which is a dupe for the It, which is a dupe for a dupe of a dupe of a dupe of a dupe. It's not though, guys, because I mean, look at that. And I'll try and find a photo of Estee Lauder's Futurist, and I'll put that here, and I'll just hold that there just so you can compare the two. This reminds me a lot of Estee Lauder's Futurist, and this was £10 again, I think. Again, I'll have to find out and put it down here for you gorgeous ones. But without any further waffle, just put those over there. Without any further waffle from me, should we crack this bad boy open? Why not? Before we dive in today, guys, I need to say a very quick hello to a very dear friend of mine, Ashley. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're okay, Mr. I don't even know if Ashley watches my channel. I don't even know if Ashley knows about my channel. But if you do, Ashley, hi, how are you doing, Mr.? I'm thinking of you, and okay. So beautiful ones, that's got you in very slightly closer, isn't it? So this is the blur stick thing, and I think they do 2 of these. And sorry, I should have said at the start that Superdrug at the minute with a loyalty card you can buy 3 for the price of 2. So, and I got all 3 of those for around £21, something like that, and got some other bits and pieces which I'll share with you. Not today though, guys. So this comes in a gold cylindrical screw up, almost like a deodorant sort of affair, with the cellophane on, which I've just taken off. And on the back are some more claims. Can you see those? There, I'll read those out to you quickly, and it just says, oh, wrong one, pore blurring primer with illuminating pigments for a subtle glow. Sounds good. So this isn't going to be a mattifying one, is it? With shea butter and vitamin E to help keep skin healthy, and that's all it says on there. There's no directions or anything. No, that's it. Yep, that's it, guys. So, and as I said, it does feel really, really chunky, really substantial. Do you know what it really substantial base, basically? So without any further waffle, I'll crack him open. So it screws up. And it reminds me of a deodorant, you know, a roll-on sort of deodorant. So, and how are you supposed to use it? Are you supposed to just smear it on your old face? Or, I don't know. Here I have a Foundation brush. So I guess I'll just load some of this onto... a bit worried about it, really. I don't know why, but right. So it gives up quite easily. Do you know what I mean? So it gives the product onto the brush quite simply. So let's just load some of him on. If this is anything like the you know, the compact blurring thing I got in Hampshire, that was rubbish, and you have to put like a ton on your face before it even mattifies even a single drop of oil. But so there's quite a bit of, I'll put that over there, quite a bit of that one on there. Now can you see my brush is all, it's all gone all manky now where it's gathered into the bristles. Do you know what I mean? So I'll start on my old Schnufter. And what we're looking for here, sort of a glow, aren't we? I don't like primers. I think there's something in nothing. Do you know what I mean? I've always thought that about primers, but there's no smell to it at all either. And because it's got vitamin E in it, it should protect your skin via the antioxidant properties of the vitamin E. It depends how much they put in there, really, doesn't it? So basically feels like there's nothing on my skin, absolutely nothing on there. And obviously I don't have, I've just shaved this morning and I don't use moisturizer or anything like that, especially when I'm reviewing stuff for you guys. So what I'll do is I'll just put some more on. Something and nothing, isn't it? Man's wasted another £12, but still, it's not a waste though, it's for you guys, isn't it? So I never waste money, do you know what I mean? It's always, I'll always buy something which will be worth reviewing for you guys. So it's on that side of the brush now, and that side is just, the other side isn't, there's nothing on it. So there's quite a bit more on this time. There definitely feels like there's something on my face now. Let's just work that one in, shall we? And they didn't say anything about holding makeup in place or anything like that, did it? It just said that it would give you this subtle sort of glow, or I'll have to look at the claims again in a minute, but let's just work that into these old choppies. Ah, can you see it's starting to give my skin a very sort of matte, wow, actually. Quite like in the reflection it's giving my skin. Do you know what I mean? It's got a very, very, very slight sort of purpley, hang on, let's have a little look at this in the daylight. It's giving me vibes of, does anyone remember Estee Lauder's Perfectionist, the original formulation, not the revamp? No, I thought perhaps it had like it must just be the lighting. I thought it had a very, very slight sort of purple glow to it, but because Estee Lauder's Perfectionist, the original formulation, was very, very, what's the word? Very, very silicone, very, very glowy. That had a really, really lovely sort of mauve sort of reflection to it, which was lovely, but they discontinued that years ago for some reason. So I'll get a bit more of him on, shall I? Same side of brush. Oh, sorry, I should show you this, shouldn't I? And it, I suppose it works into the brush quite well, but then just, you know, it doesn't look like there's anything on my skin, does it? Something and nothing again. Do you know what I mean, guys? And obviously, if I was going to use this, I wouldn't use this as a primer. I'd just use it as like a skin perfector or something like that, because I don't wear foundation or foundation, in fact, on a day. I just don't, guys. So luckily my skin is oh, which side did I put it on? Was it that? Yeah, it must have been that side. So luckily my skin's good enough, do you know what I mean, at the minute to get away without wearing layers and layers and layers of foundation. Or just foundation would work, wouldn't it? Just on any other level, foundation's as good as word as foundation. So yeah, so this was £11.99. I've just discovered, and I was just saying, wasn't I, that they do two different versions. They do this one, and then they do a Pro Plus or something like this, about something like that. And this is the Revolution Pro blur stick. So I should have said that at the start, shouldn't I? And Revolution Pro is a diffusion line of Revolution Beauty. So I think that's the word, isn't it? Diffusion or something like it's a branch of Revolution. Get on and do your job, man, please, rather than waffling. Trouble with myself yet again, guys. It happens all the time though on this channel, doesn't it, beautiful ones? How are you all? Are you okay, guys? I hope so. I'm so sorry I haven't been, you know, in the right headspace to that's better. So once your brush is literally soaked in the stuff, then it feels like there's something more substantial going on your skin. Do you know what I mean, guys? But let's have a little look at that in a minute once I work this into these 50-year-old choppies of mine. Work that into the old stosh as well and the old beard. Flicking the whole brush around today, aren't I, guys? Wow, that's what it's for, really, isn't it? This is one of those foundation brushes I got from work. It's £3.50 each. Bargain city there, guys, isn't it? So, right, okay. So this is now 3 or 4 or 5 feet deep of this stuff now on my skin, and now you can actually tell like it's doing something to it. Wow. Wow, that feels incredible. Wow, that just feels like silk. It just feels literally like silk. Obviously very, very silicone rich, but you know sometimes when you do that with your fingers afterwards and you can still feel the silicones in your fingers, can't you? I can't feel anything at all. So, wow. Quite impressed with this stuff so far. Can you see my nose? It has blurred the end of my old nose, isn't it? Less of the old, please. Okay, whatever. Answering myself back now, guys. I get so annoyed with myself. Do you know what I mean? That I actually start having arguments with myself. I so don't, but do you know what I mean? It's just my sense of humour, I'm sorry. Right, okay, let's get a little bit more on, shall we? See if we can build this baby up. I mean, obviously to have perfect skin from something, to get a perfected look from something like and it's a primer, it's not a face perfector, I should have said that at the start as well, but oh, it doesn't matter, guys, does it? It's fun, it's a video for you guys to sit back and watch, isn't it? That I'm prepared to make for you beautiful ones. So shall I get some on both sides of the old brush today? Why not? This brush is filthy as well. Now it is. I mean, before it was obviously whistle clean, but now I'll have to go and give it a good soak. And I just wash my brushes with washing up liquid, and sometimes I add a drop of bleach or not to, or disinfectant or something to the water, just to, you know, kill any latent germs. Or yeah, latent germs is the word. Is it latent? Is that the right word? Shut up, man, and get that primer on them old chopsticks, please. Oh, it's getting nasty now, guys. Right, okay, so how many layers is that now? 4, 5, 6? Oh, I'm losing count, beautiful ones. But I'm not too sure about this stuff at the minute, because obviously you've got to really, really, really build it up, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, how many times am I going to say obviously today? Obviously. So just screw that back down. So it's like a deodorant, like a roll-on deodorant, as I said at the start. Do you know what I mean? So just screw him on. So guys, this is with about 5,000 layers of this stuff on. What do you reckon? The lighting is really, really poor today. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll have to try and work something out with this. But I'll be back in a minute. Maybe I could just try and close the curtain or something. This stuff's amazing. It just makes your skin feel like silk, guys. It does. It's beautiful on the old skin. So if you want something which I guess would you know, make skin feel like silk but not greasy at the same time, then this is your one, definitely. Although it's not, I suppose if you work in patches though, do you know what I mean? And just, sorry, I should show you what I'm doing again, shouldn't I? Work in small patches, just work on your pores, I would say. Obviously the nose and the forehead are the most heavily textured parts of the face. So if I just focus on my nose, you know, to get that perfected look, which most people are after, aren't they? And I think that my nose is starting to look okay now, isn't it? And that round here as well. Let's just put some there. No scent at all. Like, I just can't smell anything. So it's brilliant, isn't it? I'm not very pleased with how it looks on the skin though. But wow, on my skin it just feels really, really, really soft and really, but not dry soft. Do you know what I mean, guys? When I say dry soft, you know, some silicone-y sort of primary sort of things can leave skin sort of feeling dry yet powdery and yet smooth at the same time. Does that make sense, beautiful ones? This formulation doesn't do that. Obviously, the vitamin E in this blur stick's offering a level of hydration or hydration too. So I'll get some more on my forehead. This brush is so dirty now. Doesn't matter. It needs washing anyway. I wash my brushes after every time I've used them. And as I said, you know, with a little drop of washing up liquid with it, sometimes about half a drop of bleach, or yeah, in a big bowl full of water I always use. So the bleach is obviously really, really, really watered down, but right, okay, stop flacking that brush around, man, and get that lid on that old primer. Okay, we'll do so. Right, guys, so wow, I'm suddenly really, really hot, beautiful. I'm just having a really bad day again today. A bad 2 months, guys, sorry. But I felt it was important just to come on and give you my first impressions of this one. And now I've slapped like 10,000 layers of it on this 50-year-old face. But still, that's what this channel's about, isn't it? We're about experimenting and playing with things. And before I find a use for this one, other than what it was designed for, which is obviously a foundation primer or a makeup primer, today is obviously just for a sort of a perfected sort of look. And I'm not too pleased around this area here. Oh, mind you, on my cheeks there, I was going to say there was still a bit of shine just breaking through, but I'm not so sure now. Let me just hold your brush at the end just for a bit of precision. Yep, okay. Yep, all right, well, I mean, obviously I need to do a proper review on this stuff, but right, put that brush down now. Brush is over there now, okay, right, okay, fair enough. So, yep, what do you reckon? Will I pass muster? That's the question, guys, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Can I go out looking like this now? I mean, obviously I haven't got any makeup on my skin, but this side just feels really, really lovely. It just feels really, really soft and hydrated and matte at the same time. So I guess if you want something which is going to mattify skin without stripping the oils or without making it feel overly dry too, this could be a good, even a substitute moisturizer I would use it for, or a mattifying moisturizer, because it does leave your skin feeling really hydrated at the same time and soft and yet relatively perfected. What do you guys reckon? Do you think it? Let's have an inspection, shall we? Glasses are reasonably clean. Nah, I'm not. I'm not buying it, guys. No, I can't see any glow. It did say it was glowy, didn't it? And with a sheen or something, it said. Hang on, it's just over here. I don't know why. I just don't go and get it and read it. Pore blurring primer with illuminating pigments for a subtle glow. Well, I can't see any glow. Can you? Just looks like my face, does it? It hasn't made a blind bit of difference to my skin. It just hasn't. So perhaps what I need to go and do now is put foundation over the top of it, which I'm not going to do now. But I can't see that. Do you know what I mean? If my skin looks like this now, just with 5 or 6 layers of that on, putting foundation over the top's not going to suddenly bring these pigments to the fore, or it's because you can't see them now, and we're not going to be able to see them with a layer of foundation over the top, are we? Very strange, but I reckon this is a sales gimmick. I do, and as with all primers, they are gimmicky. They are unnecessary expenses too. So, mind you, I just saw my skin there, and I guess it does look quite good round here and round here. Again, it just feels like a baby's bottom. It just feels amazingly soft, and yet not oily at all. So again, you know, if you want something which is going to mattify your skin, but leave it moist as well at the same time, this could be a good investment for you. And it was £11.99 from Superdrug, as I said. So, right. Just a very, very quick one today, guys. So just to, to get me back on the horse slowly but surely after my traumatic. Yeah, okay, don't keep going. And by the way, I'm not going to release those videos about my trauma because I've got to be respectful for the person who was involved with the whole thing. So out of respect for the person who was involved in the 2-month period of my life, I just can't do it. So, and I didn't mention anyone's names in the videos. It's just I just feel it would be more respectful to avoid the whole thing. So, I'm going to keep it under my belt and keep it to myself. But right, guys. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful ones. If you enjoyed today's review, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Similarly, consider subscribing. Right, beautiful ones, that's today's tutorial review, micro review, or first impressions over with and done with. If you enjoyed today's micro review, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Similarly, consider subscribing so you're kept abreast of each time I release new videos. Hit the notifications button to all, otherwise you won't know when I'm releasing new videos. And all that remains is for me to wish you guys a beautiful Tuesday, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Lots of love, take care.
Groove.